Imagine waking up one morning and realizing something unsettling. Your phone knows where you went yesterday, what you searched at 2 a.m., what kind of videos keep your attention longest, what makes you angry, what makes you anxious, what you might buy next, who you talk to most. And strangely, most people volunteered this information willingly. For most of human history, privacy existed naturally. A conversation disappeared once it ended. A mistake faded with time. A thought remained inside the mind. Human beings lived most of their lives unrecorded. But modern technology changed something humanity was never fully prepared for. Human behavior itself became data. Today, nearly every digital action leaves a trace. Every click, every scroll, every search, every location, every interaction. Modern systems quietly collect enormous amounts of information continuously, and perhaps the most surprising part is this: most people barely notice it happening anymore. Modern technology made life incredibly convenient. People carry powerful devices everywhere: maps, cameras, entertainment, communication, shopping, banking, work, all inside a single object, kept close almost every hour of the day. But convenience often came with an invisible trade: information. Every app requests access: location, contacts, microphone browsing, behavior, activity patterns. And over time, companies began building detailed digital profiles of human behavior itself. Not only what people buy, but how they think. This is where modern privacy becomes psychologically fascinating, because the goal is no longer simply collecting information. The goal increasingly became prediction. Modern algorithms study habits, interests, fears, emotional reactions, attention patterns to predict future behavior more accurately. Perhaps this explains a strange experience many people now share. Someone casually thinks about a product, then suddenly sees advertisements related to it everywhere. A person watches one emotional video, then their entire feed slowly changes. Sometimes technology feels less like a tool, and more like something quietly studying human behavior itself. The modern economy discovered something extremely valuable. Human attention can be monetized, and the more accurately companies understand people psychologically, the more effectively they can influence decisions, purchases, emotions, engagement. Social media accelerated this dramatically. Platforms no longer simply display information randomly. Algorithms carefully decide what people see, and because emotional reactions keep attention longer, systems often prioritize outrage, fear, controversy, stimulation. The result is strange. Human beings increasingly experience personalized versions of reality online. Two people can live in the same city, yet consume completely different digital worlds every day. Different news, different opinions, different emotional stimulation. Modern algorithms slowly shape perception itself. Perhaps this is why many experts worry less about privacy alone and more about behavioral influence. Because once systems understand human psychology deeply enough, influence becomes easier. Not through force, but through prediction and subtle manipulation. Interestingly, many people accept this exchange willingly. Why? Because modern convenience feels powerful. People receive free entertainment, instant communication, personalized recommendations, digital comfort, and in exchange, systems receive access to human behavior itself. But perhaps the deeper issue is not only surveillance. Perhaps it is normalization. Modern society slowly adapted to constant observation. People now voluntarily upload personal thoughts, locations, emotions, relationships, daily routines publicly online. And over time, privacy itself began feeling less important culturally. For younger generations especially, growing up online changed the meaning of privacy completely. Entire lives became documented digitally from childhood. Photos, messages, opinions, memories. The internet increasingly remembers what previous generations could naturally forget. This creates psychological consequences too. Human beings behave differently when they feel observed. People become more performative, more cautious, more image conscious. Sometimes individuals stop asking, "Who am I privately?" and begin asking, "How will I appear publicly?" Modern technology also blurred the line between voluntary sharing and invisible tracking. Many people understand social media posts are public, but fewer fully understand how deeply systems analyze movement patterns, behavior habits, emotional engagement, consumption patterns. Modern data collection often happens quietly in the background, invisible, constant, automatic, and perhaps the most unsettling part is this: the systems become smarter every year. Artificial intelligence now analyzes human behavior faster and more accurately than ever before. Technology increasingly recognizes interests, emotions, speech, faces, behavioral patterns, sometimes better than people understand themselves. This raises an uncomfortable question. What happens when systems know human psychology deeply enough to predict behavior before people consciously decide themselves? Perhaps this is why privacy feels emotionally important beyond technology itself. Privacy gives human beings psychological freedom, the freedom to think privately, change, make mistakes, explore identity, exist without constant observation. And without privacy, human behavior itself may slowly change. This does not mean technology is entirely negative. Modern innovation created incredible progress: communication, education, medical advancement, global connection, but every powerful technology changes society in unexpected ways too. And humanity is still adapting psychologically to a world where almost everything becomes trackable. Perhaps future generations will look back at this era as the moment privacy quietly transformed forever. Not through one dramatic event, but through millions of small decisions made daily by ordinary people seeking convenience, connection, and entertainment. And maybe that is the deeper truth modern society still struggles to fully understand. The greatest resource of the digital age may no longer be oil, land, or even money. It may be human behavior itself. Because in a world where everything is tracked, understanding people becomes power.